All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're talking Tesla Model X versus buying something else as far as cars are concerned. Now, I want to reveal a couple car orders that I had made back in November 2021. I haven't talked about these on the channel yet. I was going to wait until they're delivered, but I'm excited about this, and one of the orders is canceled, so I want to talk about that as well. Okay, so back in November 2021, the end of November, I went on the Tesla website and I ordered a Tesla Model X Plaid edition. Now the Plaid, if you don't know, is just like their super high performance, ridiculously fast Model X. It's brand new for 2022. It has like 330 miles of range, goes 0 to 60 in like 2.5 seconds. It's super fast. It's awesome. We had a Tesla Model X before in 2016. I just sold it in December, and so we figured like, oh man, that was such an awesome car. We really liked it. The value was high, and that's kind of why we sold it at the time. And when I ordered my Tesla Model X Plaid, I ordered it with the 7-seat option. This was back in November. So one of the only options that we ordered was having a seven-seat option, which so it'd have 2 in the back and then a second row bench, and then the 2 front seats. So seven seating capacity, which is exactly what I wanted. Having owned a previous Model X with the 6 seats, I really wanted the 7 because with 4 kids, my wife and I, it just would work out a lot better having 7 seats total, having that extra seat, being able to lay down the back seats when my wife is just taking the kids around, and then we have that 3rd row option to pop up when we're all driving in it together. So I really wanted the 7-seat option, and it was going to be an option. Now, fast forward to middle of January of 2022, I get a call from Tesla, and they say, hey, so Mike, the Tesla Model X Plaid that you ordered is not available in the 7-seat. We're not making that option. It's only available in the 6-seat. And if you want to proceed with your order, it's going to increase the price by almost $3,500 because that was the price difference between the 7-seat and the 6-seat. The 6-seat was more expensive. So as of right now, Tesla only offers the Plaid X in 6-seat configuration, which that's fine. I mean, it's kind of their more upgraded, higher end option anyway. So they said you can't get the Plaid X in 7-seat option. If you want 7 seats, you got to downgrade the trim to the long range, and you'd have the 7-seat option. Well, all this while, I placed an order for a Model Y back in August 2021, a 7-seat Model Y. And so I figured, like, if I can't get the X in the 7-seat, I sold my 6-seat Model X. I don't think I want to do a Model X 6-seater. So I said, you know what, cancel my order. I don't want to go through with it because you guys can't deliver with how I configured it. And they said, that's fine. We'll refund your order fee, which is $250, which it's rare to be able to get that order fee of $250 refunded when you place an order with Tesla. So I was glad I was able to get that refunded because, they really weren't going to be able to build the car that I had configured. So that's kind of the situation I ran into with the Model X. So I canceled that. Incoming, I have a Model Y. This is March 2022. Should be delivered. It says sometime this month in March. It might be later because it's just been pushed out so much. I did a video on that yesterday. I'll leave a link to that. So here's what I'm doing instead of the Model X. Now I want to talk pricing. So the Model X Plaid, because it would have had to change the price would have changed because of the 6-seat option. The pricing would have changed to around $127,000. So if you go to the configurator tool, there's no really way to change the seating option. It's 6-seat or nothing. So it would have been around $127,000, plus there's a destination dock, all these other fees, taxes, all that would have been added on top of that. So when I was figuring whether I wanted to cancel that order or not, I figured I want to look at a different option. Now, just to kind of give you a quick backstory, for all of 2021, we had 2 Teslas, 15 Model S, a 16 Model X. And we attempted some road trips in those vehicles, and because they're kind of older, they're the older model, they don't charge at the higher kilowatt speeds, they don't the range isn't as good as the new ones, and so road trips were just a kind of a hassle. They were a pain. We're stopping every 120 miles basically, hitting every supercharger along the freeway when we're traveling. We normally travel from like northern Utah down to Las Vegas and then sometimes down to Southern California. So we do long road trips. And road trips were just kind of excruciating the Tesla. And so I'm like, well, do I really want to dedicate our family vehicle to being solely a Tesla Model X Plaid? Yeah, it's got awesome acceleration, but road trips, you know, how's it going to do on road trips? So here's what I decided to do. So we canceled the Model X Plaid. We've got the Model Y long range 7-seat coming this month in March, but also coming this month in March is another vehicle. So if I took the price of the Model X Plaid, which is $127,000, I could get 2 cars. You could easily get 2 cars for that amount. One of them is going to be the Tesla Model Y long range 7-seat. That one's going to be out the door like $67,000. The other one that I ordered back in November, and luckily I did, I kind of just ordered it on a whim, being like, hey, we need kind of a family vehicle, like a gas-powered vehicle to really road trip in. Okay, so from my experience, we've had 2 Teslas, but we always had like a truck, like a gas or a diesel truck to kind of like as an alternative vehicle, which is nice to be able to tow things, to haul things, because Teslas aren't great at either of those things, hauling or towing or long distances. So really it's ideal if you're going to have a Tesla to have a backup vehicle. So we're going to have the Model Y long range, and I ordered back in November of 2021. I went to my local GMC dealer and I ordered a 2022 GMC Yukon XL. The XL is the long version. It's like the size of a Suburban. So it's the long, big, full-size SUV in the SLE trim. Now, in GMC terms, I'll show you on the website here, but in GMC terms, they have different trim levels, just like all companies do. But SLE is the base model of their lineup. So it goes SLE, SLT, Denali, AT4 is higher up there as well. But SLE is like kind of the bare bones option. I ordered that, and I ordered it with, they have a new engine option, which is the 3-liter Duramax diesel engine. So it's a 3-liter diesel engine. It gets 26 miles to the gallon on the highway. It has a 750-mile range on the highway. So when you fill that thing up with diesel gas, I think it holds like 28 gallons, 26 to 28 gallons of fuel. But at 26 miles, I mean, it's going over 700 miles of range. And coming from a Tesla that's like, you know, you're barely getting 180, 190 miles, like that just seemed awesome. So it's like, wow, that'd be awesome. So I ordered that vehicle back in November thinking that we might need it, and or if I didn't need it, I could resell it, because a lot of these vehicles that you're ordering and you can buy them at MSRP, you can resell them on the private market for a lot more than MSRP. And so the dealer, my local dealer here in northern Utah, I was able to work with them because I was local. They would order and I could configure that vehicle, and they would sell it to me at MSRP, less any discounts or incentives that are available from GM at the time. So that's coming in a couple weeks to the channel, and I'm super excited about that vehicle, because I'm excited about that new 3.0 diesel that it has. The 3-liter, it's like an inline 6-cylinder diesel. So it's got great economy, but also it's got over, I don't know the exact specs, but close to 470 pound-feet of torque, and it's a turbo diesel. So I think it's going to be a great option, because it's not only going to get great fuel economy, but also with the SLE option, it just has a bench seat, 2 bench seats. So it's got the 3rd row and 2nd row are both bench seats, so it can hold 8 people. And you have the full back area for all the luggage and storage compartments as well. So I think that's like the perfect road trip vehicle for us, because we have 4 kids. Each kid kind of has, you know, 2 kids in each row. They're separated. They're not close. Our kids just fight like crazy. So yeah, it'll be nice to keep them separated on those longer road trips, and to have that as kind of a backup vehicle for, you know, when the Teslas are, you know, in the shop, or, you know, inclement weather or whatever it might be. It'd be nice to have. So really, for the price of the Model X Plaid, I could have a Model Y long range and the GMC Yukon XL vehicles for almost the exact same price. If you see, this GMC Yukon XL has a MSRP of $61,400, and the Tesla out the door is $67,000, so $128,000, same price. Really, it's almost the same price. So I'm super excited about this new Yukon and the Model Y long range. So over the next couple of weeks, hopefully within this next month, I'm going to be getting both of those vehicles. My GMC Yukon has actually been manufactured, it's produced. It's just sitting at the rail yard in Arlington, Texas, where they're made, waiting to get on a train to go to Utah, which isn't really that far away. So it should only be a couple weeks. And so I'm gonna give more information, more details, more reviews on that vehicle when I get it. Teslas are great cars. Where they really shine is like your day-to-day driving on those things, you know, like commuting, running errands. We take kids to all kinds of activities around town and school and sports and things like that. That's where Teslas really shine. They're fantastic at that. They were great at that. The downside, I think, is the charging, just the road trips, the charging, even though there's a supercharger network, on these new Teslas, you're still paying for supercharging. It's not like that's free. So, you know, if I have to pay for electricity versus diesel fuel, and the diesel is more convenient and I can go further out to stop, it's just, I would prefer doing that. I really would. Now, to throw this into the mix, my 2015 Tesla Model S that I currently have and will keep, it has free supercharging for the life of the car. So we have that option, but it will be nice, but you do pay for it in your time. You pay for it in your time as far as the amount of time you have to stop, the frequency of your stops. So I'm excited to have a road trip vehicle that we can use that's got great range, refuels easily, and it's comfortable for the family and smooth and easy to drive. So that's what this Yukon's going to do. So really, for the price of a Model X Plaid, we're getting two vehicles, and the combination of those two vehicles, the Y long range and the Yukon XL, I think that's like the perfect vehicle combination to have to really meet all scenarios. Because with that Yukon, I can tow, it can, you know, haul 8 people. So for towing or larger items, we can use that. For all the day-to-day stuff, we can use the Model Y. So really, between the two vehicles, it really meets that need, and I think has more utility, better functionality than just having one Model X Plaid. So, anyways, guys, that's to come in the channel. So I want to just kind of give a sneak peek to those two, to the Model Y that's coming in a few weeks, and the GMC Yukon XL with that diesel Duramax engine. Pretty excited about that. So stay tuned to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.